Hi, I'm Debbie. I'm 57 years old and I have been suffering back pain for over 25 years. It all started back in the day when I was young and fit and riding horses, and I managed to fall off quite a few times onto my hips and my back. And coupled with being a beauty therapist, waxing and massaging for many years standing up, not taking the health of my back into consideration. In those days, the allied health professionals had suggested that I lay down on the floor for a couple of days with a back brace on and that would be fixed. Yeah, that didn't work. So fast forward to today, I've been off and on having back pain for many years, but it came really bad when I started powerlifting when I was 52. I loved it. I loved lifting things heavy. However, I'd pull up sore the next day, but I wouldn't say anything, chew a few painkillers and that would be fine. The love of powerlifting, I decided to enroll in a couple of novice beginner powerlifting comps. I did 4 in 2 years. And after the last one in November last year, my back just said, no, I couldn't walk. I couldn't get out of bed. I couldn't even turn my own body over in bed. I was like an old woman hunched up, the pain in my face. It was constant, absolute constant back pain in my hips, in my middle back. And I was watching Instagram and I saw a video of Danny and Andrew doing the lock clams and talking about back rehabilitation. And I thought, there's something in these two. I need to see one of them. And I got in to see Danny, and her assessment on my first session was a real eye-opener that exercise is medicine. And I went, what? So I trusted in the process. I trusted in what Danny was going to suggest, and she set me a lot of homeworks. But before that, she took me out onto the gym floor and really made me go through a number of exercises that were specific to my back. And that included the glute activation and the core activation. So I went home and started practicing those. Gosh, I couldn't get up off the floor half the time. I was in so much pain. But I knew that there was something in this exercises medicine stuff and the core and the glute rehab. So 6 months down the track, where am I? Well, I stopped lifting, heavy lifting, and really focused on doing my homework. Well, you know, I'm a bit lazy, but I was doing them each night or every second night, and I started to get some relief in the pain, especially, you know, doing those side planks and the McGill curl-ups and the lock clams. I started to feel this release of all the pain that was in my back. So 6 months down the track, today I can tell you I'm 50% pain-free. Some days, like today, I have no pain. I'm back to training at the gym. I have a lot of goals now that I'm not in pain as much as anymore. So my goals in the future is just to continue using the protocols that Danny has set for me with the glute activation and the core activation, and to get back into lifting heavy. I'm not going to go bull at a gate. I know it's a long process. However, I'm really, really grateful and thankful that I don't have to chew painkillers anymore to get on the platform. I've learned so much about my body. I've learned how I manage pain. You know, I used to try and switch that pain pathway off in my brain, but it got too much. I'm no longer that woman that's can't get out of a bed every morning. Look, sure, I have bad days, but predominantly I'm now able to look forward and get back onto lifting heavy with guidance of fixing my technique. But the glute activation and the core activation has absolutely transformed my back, and I'm so grateful and so happy to hear. So do your homework, follow Andrew and Danny's protocols, and it works.